Hello, welcome back to Mega Reacts. We're going to be reacting to Mandalorian Season 2 Episode 1. Now, I, like most people, grew up watching the original Star Wars trilogy. I then saw the prequels. For two of them, I waited all night the day before the tickets went on sale and hung out in the parking lot, had a good time. But I've never been a huge Star Wars fan. I've always been more of a Star Trek guy. Quarks bar, by the way, DS9, very cool. So I'm not going in as kind of a super fan of Star Wars. Like I said, love the original trilogy. The prequels I thought were fine. Took some time to get to love them though. I was a little salty maybe at first, but then all the new movies started coming out, and to be honest, most of them, they all look fantastic, but they were all kind of missing the heart and the kind of soul of definitely the original trilogy, and even the prequels. It just didn't, the newer movies just didn't have that same feel, or didn't make me feel the same way. Even though they were technically fine, you know, they looked good, the acting was good, but the heart and soul, to me personally, just wasn't there. And then season 1 of Mandalorian came out, and balance was restored to the Force. It had everything I wanted in a Star Wars show and a Star Wars movie. It had heart, it had acting, it had characters that I could get behind, and I felt actually grew throughout me watching what was happening. So I really, really enjoyed season 1 of The Mandalorian. It really made me get back into the new Star Wars. I actually watched Han Solo after I watched Mandalorian season 1. Because I didn't see it when it came out. I kind of held off on watching it. Wasn't really interested. But The Mandalorian got me so back into the universe. I watched that. Han Solo. I watched Rogue One, which up until that point I only made it about 20 minutes into and just lost interest. So Mandalorian is good. It's something that pulled me back into the universe, something I'm excited to get back into. So we're going to go ahead and get started with season 2. Come on this journey with me. But before you do, like, comment, share, subscribe. Patreon link in the description below. This is Mega. Let's get into Mandalorian season 2 episode 1. Okay. Blow me away, season 2. God, I love how this is shot. It's like the gunslinger walking through the desert with his little companion. You can even hear the spur sound as he walks. What is that? I love the practical effects too. Man, I love good practical. God, Cyclops freaked me out ever since Kroll. Well, that escalated quickly.
Boy, that escalated quickly. I mean, that really got out of hand fast.
It jumped up a notch.
It did, didn't it?
Getting what you deserve.
The Mando I know of is on Tatooine.
Tatooine?
I've spent much time on Tatooine. I've never seen a Mandalorian there.
Is it gonna be Boba Fett?
Tatooine it is then.
Wait, what are you doing?
Oh, gonna let the animals get him.
Mando!
Yeah! That was what I wanted. That's what I wanted to start out the season. Okay. I'm in.
R5! Bring the map of Tatooine!
R5? Was that the one from New Hope?
This R2 unit has a bad motivator, look!
Basically your horse riding into a strange old abandoned mining town. Look at that. Got the guitars in the background. Man, they are really pushing that Western aesthetic and vibe this episode. I like his holster.
Why don't you join me for a drink?
How do you drink with a mask on? Very intriguing. He's gonna take his mask off. He's gonna know he's not a real Mandalorian.
Never met a real Mandalorian. Heard stories.
I like this actor.
Who are you?
I'm Cobb Vanth, Marshal of Mos Pelgo.
Where did you get the armor?
Bought it off some Jawas.
I think this Marshal's gonna have more to him. Hold that thought. It's a graboid. Oh man, that is terrifying.
Maybe we can work something out.
Oh, I like his ride. Now this is how you throw in like throwbacks and stuff, like his bike being looking like part of a pod. Very cool.
It bought my freedom.
Nice. Yeah. Yeah, that's how it's done. Ooh. Oh, that is terrifying.
Out of the way, Dopey.
Oh, well, it's kind of cute now. Ah, okay. Yeah. I'm looking for giant worm to kill it.
Sit back down before I put a hole through you.
Sound like Anakin. This feels like a game of D&D, to be honest. On a quest to kill a great dragon. Meet some allies along the way. Run. Yeah, yeah, run. Keep running. Keep running. Oh. they got it laid out.
And those little rocks.
That's us.
And the sand people are willing to help.
Here we go. It's a coming together moment. Let's everyone just be cool and calm. Let's give each other a little bit of space. I do love their look of the Tusken Raiders. They just look cool. This is such a beautiful shot right here. Giving off kind of Westworld vibes. Nice. Look at this teamwork. Yeah, run. Run. Shoot that thing right in the face when it pops out, man. Oh, man. Oh. They're gone. It needs to come out more. Yeah, everyone. Come on now, get it mad. That's got to be far enough. Blow it. I hope that killed it.
I don't think it's dead.
Me either.
What does that bile do? What's the plan? What's the plan? No. He doesn't want to get eaten. He figured out your plan.
Broke into the wrong goddamn rec room.
Oh, that was well done. Ooh. The real Boba Fett. Nice! We'll be right back with you. So that was episode 1 of season 2, and that is how you open a season. That had everything that I loved about season 1 in one episode. It had the Western aesthetic. It had great character development. It furthered the plot. It had callbacks to the original series and the original trilogy and the prequels. We had the one guy, Speeder, that looked like a pod, one of the pod engines. You had the callback to, what was it, R5? Was it a callback to R5 maybe? That white and red droid from New Hope. They talked about Sarlacc. You found Boba Fett's armor, which I thought was really cool that it wasn't just Boba Fett showing up. It was just, someone got the armor, which makes sense. You had great creature effects and action and landscape shots and camera work. And my goodness, this was fantastic. Season 1 was good, and I didn't know if season 2 would meet my expectation after season 1, but I am already blown away at this first episode. I am so excited to see what we get this season. Hopefully Gustavo will show up with the Darksaber at some point. I'm sure he will. But the fact that this episode didn't get right into the heavy plot points, it just kind of was its own, like, it'd be like a side quest in a game where he's trying to find someone else who has something he wants, so he agrees to help out to get what he wants, so they get what they want, and, but without, really bogging you down with anything else other than the simplicity of the plot of this episode, which I really liked. I'm rambling a bit, by the way. I ramble sometimes. That's what you get when you just go right into recording your thoughts right after you finish watching. You haven't really had time to process. But really good. And the Sand People. I loved in season 1 when we got a little glimpse into the Sand People, the Tusken Raiders. Sorry, it's habit to call them Sand People. From, I think A New Hope is what they call them that. The Tusken Raiders. I love we got more info about them in season 1, where we saw Mando could speak to them with their gestures and kind of knew them a little. And this episode really expanded on that, kind of getting a glimpse into the inner workings of the Tusken Raiders, which is fascinating to me. I was a anthropology and archaeology major, so a lot of these kind of things I kind of dig, cultural anthropology and kind of how different societies work and function and kind of the development of them and things like that just always interest me. So it was good seeing kind of a glimpse into their culture, which is far more in depth than some would think. Talking to you, Anakin, who said they were just merely animals. Guess you didn't get out much. But fantastic episode. Bringing down the Great Dragon. The Marshal is from the show Justified, which I love. He's also in a lot of other things, but this felt like the character from Justified somehow wound up in a time machine, ended up in the Star Wars universe in the future, or a time machine went back in time because it was a long time ago, so could went back in time and wound up in the Star Wars universe. But and just became a marshal of a town. He plays that role so good of the kind of cowboy type lawman. So perfect fit for him. I cannot praise this enough. I'm just going on and on praising this first episode, and it deserves every bit of it. Deserves every bit of it. Cannot wait for the next episode to come out. So if you liked what you've seen and you enjoy my reactions, please support the channel. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Patreon link in the description below, along with the Teespring link where you can get that cool design or that cool design. 2 cool designs. on different merch. So check it out. If you don't want to do any of that, just hit that sub button. Let's get those numbers up so I can reach more people, because the algorithm is real and it does hold you down. So we've got to get those numbers up. I'm rambling again. See? Rambling mood. It's late. I'm tired. I'm excited. I ramble. Will I cut this out? I don't know. Will you see it at the end of the video because I don't cut it out and just want to see who might see it? If you make it this far, if you sit through the ramblings of a tired, insane man, put the mystery word in the comment below. Mystery word will be Favreau, because I'm looking at a credit for this episode and it says Jon Favreau. So put Favreau in the comment below so I know you made it this far through my insane ramblings. This is Mega signing off. Ramble out.